everybody. Welcome to Soul to Soul. I am your host, Medium Kelly Kristin, and as always, it's amazing to be here with you tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like I have so much I want to tell you, but I want to get it all in before we take our caller. First thing, if you join my Facebook page at Medium Kelly Kristin, I am doing a giveaway for a free reading. It'll be a 30-minute reading, and it'll be your choice, psychic or mediumship. But the kicker is you have to join by Friday. So sorry about that. It's kind of short notice, but join tonight, join tomorrow. I'll put your name in a drawing. I can tell who just joined, and off we go. So that's one thing. Another thing is I need your help with something. You know how I'm always talking about the weather. Well, I'm going to actually Minnesota soon, specifically Rochester, and I'm sure that we have callers on here tonight from Minnesota. But here's the thing. It's, I think, 80 degrees there today, and then the day that we're going, it's snowing. So I have no idea what to pack, what to bring. And remember, I'm in California, right? So we're like kind of the desert here. So I know it's going to be kind of cold. But if you guys message me, I would love that. You can do that on my Facebook page, on my website, on the A1R Psychic Radio Facebook page, wherever you can find me. That would be amazing. And also, if you have any suggestions for where to eat, I never pass up a meal. I would love that. And if you're putting, just one thing, if you're putting things in the comment right now, just so you know, I can't see that right now, but I will look after the show. That's one thing that's really hard for me because I'm a teacher by profession. So we're always taught to, look at the feedback from our students, are they understanding the material? And this is so hard for me because I feel like I'm always just talking to myself. Anyway, that's where you can find me. I would love any help on the weather, what to bring, and maybe things to do, places to eat. Another thing I want to talk about is my class coming up. I did talk about it a couple weeks ago. It's going to start in May, and it's for everybody and anybody. I know there are a lot of you that come on and you talk about you're kind of just, going through your spiritual awakening. You're interested in this. To take my class, you don't have to be or want to be a psychic medium. It just, if you have an interest. And this one is going to be on psychic development on the clairs. So you can find that on Eventbrite. On Eventbrite under my name, Medium Kelly Kristin, Soul to Soul, Psychic Development, the Clairs, or on my webpage. That's probably easier. But here's the thing. I'm going to give you a discount code right now for that. So it's Soul 23. So SOUL 23. And I really hope you'll check it out, and I would love to have you join me. So I hope I didn't take up too much time because I know we have a caller. Hello, Jade. Is it Jade?
Yeah, it's Jade.
Hi. And you're from Australia?
Yeah, I'm from Australia.
Oh, beautiful. How are you tonight? Or is it the morning there now?
It's morning here.
Yeah.
But I'm good, thank you.
Oh, good. Very good. What kind of reading would you like? Do you have a question for me? What were you thinking?
I honestly don't know. If you have anything that sort of just comes to mind, the only thing I sort of have really to ask is we have 4 children. We've been in our house for quite some time. We're not sure when we're going to be able to get the financial resources to upgrade our home. So we're wondering when or what year or what does that look like, or will it happen for us?
Okay. All right, let me just kind of feel into that just a second. So you have 4 children. You're wondering when you'll have the finances to possibly Upgrade your
Upgrade.
home, upgrade your home.
Yeah.
Um, and if that'll happen. All right. Um, the very first thing I feel on that is that it will definitely happen, but it's almost like I see this like marathon instead of a race. So it almost feels like either you'll be doing this a little bit over time as money comes in, like say, the kitchen and then do another room later, that kind of a thing. Um, and I
Oh,
wonder
you
if you
don't
have,
see another house?
oh, well, I was going to get to that. Yes, actually.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that what you mean when you say upgrade? You want to move to another house?
Yeah, we have a 3-bedroom at the moment, and we're sort of just, crammed a little bit into the small
Okay.
house. So we're just hoping to get a bigger house.
Okay, I misunderstood you. I thought you meant you were wanting to renovate. So this makes more sense for me because what I did see was what I was going to say is moving to a different house or moving to a different house. So either making this one bigger, but if that's not an option, then I feel like um, it will be to a different area, a different house. Um,
Yep.
but it also does still feel almost like that marathon. So taking maybe a little bit longer than you anticipated. But I feel like there is actually some reasons behind that, and I feel like part of it is for the children. Um, I know a bigger house would probably be better suited for the children, but it almost feels like there's something that if you move directly to a bigger house that they wouldn't be able to do. And I don't know if you would understand that. Um, it almost feels
But
like,
they
are
would.
they, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say if we moved to a bigger house, it would be because of the children. Is that what you said? I just missed the
Well,
last part.
yeah. So what I meant is, I do see the move. I do see a bigger house, right? But it almost feels like it'll
Yep.
take a little bit longer than you might think. And I feel like that is because there's either money going toward the children. Like, do some of them, do any of them have
Yeah.
something that they do that's expensive? It feels like you would be giving
Yes.
that money more to what they're doing instead of
Yes.
moving to a bigger house. Okay. All right. So I do feel like it'll happen. I do not feel like it's this year. It feels like it's almost like, savings. I'm sure you are already saving, but it almost feels like it'll take a while because of putting your efforts into what the children are doing now, if you can understand that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
Totally
but it,
understand.
but it almost feels like the house where you live now is, even though it's 3-bedroom, it feels, which is big. It feels cozy though. It feels like a home. It feels like you're not doing without. Would you understand
Yeah,
that?
that's true. That's
Okay.
true.
So if you can just keep that in your mind's eye, I guess, that it will happen, but it just, might take a little bit longer. But the trade-off is that your children will be benefiting from it, if that makes
Yep.
sense.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, and I feel like I'm picking up. Have you started doing anything on a spiritual journey yourself?
A little bit. I've sort of started changing a little bit of my lifestyle and feel like I'm just having a little bit of an awakening, if that makes sense. Just
Yeah.
I need to, I'm just changing a lot of things in my life, and it's really weird. It's funny that you say that.
Isn't it funny? Right? I can feel
Yeah,
that for you. It feels very much like you have a lot of support actually from the spirit world. Um, yeah, like I feel like you have a lot of, your guides are stepping in. Um, and I see like a door and I feel like it was shut and I feel like this door is opening wide now. And that's just all
yeah,
you have to do. All you have to do is step through it, right? Would that make sense to you? I mean, I don't know if it makes sense to you, but that's what it feels like to me. That's what it looks like. And it almost feels like it just happens naturally, right? So feel like
yeah,
you might dabble in different things and check different things out. Not that you want to be a psychic or a medium, but I feel just kind of getting more in touch with your true self and with your soul. That feels
Yeah.
really good for me. And I wonder if you would be open to actually, I don't know, it feels like you maybe are still wanting to hold on to some things, and some of these things feel kind of heavy. And I feel like you might feel like you have an
Yeah.
obligation to hold on to them. And I just want to say that it can be really freeing to let them down, right? To put them down, put these things down. It almost feels like you are almost comfortable with them, and you want to hold on to them. You feel like you need to hold on to them, but I wonder what would happen if you just put them down for a while and see how you get along without them. It feels a
Yeah,
lot
that's
like,
interesting.
yeah, interesting. Is
Yeah.
that
So my dad passed away about, I think, 2019. We had a
mhm,
really strange, I mean, he grew me up till I was a teenager, and we had a really strained relationship from then. He got cancer and had a battle with that over the years, and then passed away in 2019. We didn't leave. Oh, he didn't leave on good terms. I tried my hardest to reach out and have a connection with him again, and sort of, I don't know, I was just sort of shunned a little bit,
mhm,
and I was always very confused why that was. So I never really got closure and wasn't invited to his funeral and stuff like that.
mm,
So I think that's a big reason why I'm changing the way that I have been living my life. I'm not sure why, but some things just don't make sense to me to continue to live my life the way that I was. Not that it was necessarily bad, it was just maybe I
no,
had priorities in the wrong places.
mhm.
And it's just woken me up to thinking, like, life is short, and, you know, I feel like I'm almost traumatized by that experience of not having that closure.
Yes, I understand that. Um, and I'm so sorry we are running out of time, but I do want to tell you that um, that is absolutely, I feel like what your dad wants is like there to be no, no feeling like words are left unsaid. And I would love to continue this. If you reach out to me at on my Facebook page, Medium Kelly Kristin, I'd love to continue this. I'm so sorry, Jade, we're out of time, but it's been so lovely reading for you, and I wish you the best.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Jade. All right, thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye bye.